Now, the one thing I did want to mention is
Give him
I don't
heart.
got too much negativity to say, but this kid Austin Bashi. I mean, we just got to talk about it a little bit.
Okay.
I told you that all the Nut Riders would come out when he got the win, and he's a decent fighter. My thing is just like, what the fuck do people like about this kid? I hate to be rude. I'm sorry, but
Yeah, I didn't know
like,
too much about him until you kind of like said something about it. I was like, oh, I thought he lost his last one.
did you notice that? Did you see any hype behind him?
I did
like,
see. Okay, so I did.
Did you
just
notice
the
he has like 50 people in the crowd?
that I
Like,
didn't
since
pay- I
when
was
are
paying-
you allowed to have that many people in the crowd at the Apex?
All I was paying attention was to their storyline. The
Okay.
storyline was, hey, this kid's been fighting since he was made to fight.
I hate hearing
I was
that
like,
shit.
oh, I didn't know all that. Like, since he's been this years old,
He's
he's
the
been
next
made
prodigy,
to fight.
yeah.
Yeah, he's the next prodigy.
The best
and so,
in his
I mean,
gym.
right. And so then, but then he did get a. That's why I was more like, oh, he got a loss though. So all right, let's pump the brakes here. And he was kind of humble though. He was like, all right, I had to go back to drawing board. I had to go learn. So he literally just laid it on this guy. Just was like on his ass, like submission. With jiu-jitsu did not give him an inch to breathe, and he got a nice win. He did get a nice win. I'm more on your tank. Like, let's get 4 or 5 of those. Then let's start.
Before we start
up.
getting on these guys' dick, bro. Like,
Yeah.
these guys are so premature. They haven't done shit. They could be gone in a year. And it's like, it's a waste of time to be hyping these guys up. And I feel like so many of these smaller guys are getting hype when we should just be spending time putting out more stories about the top of the card. We should be figuring out more storylines for Tatsuro Taira, right? Aside from the fact that he's a future title contender, being 1-1 in his last 2. There should be more talks about, more conversation to be had. But instead, it gets watered down because we're talking about shit that doesn't deserve to be talked about. Yeah. I feel like, in my opinion. I know a lot of people aren't talking about Bashi, but I just feel like even for him to be getting any attention, he should be a fucking nobody just walking into that fight. Like, letting him have 30 friends and family there is ridiculous, bro. He doesn't deserve any special treatment. I'm sorry, but this is show business, and you need to learn how to sell tickets on your own. And selling tickets on your own isn't fucking having 100 people from your fucking town there. It's not, bro. Selling tickets is being a fucking person that can align with the masses. So, you got a question
What's
about
his IG look like?
I could promise you it ain't much. I'll pull it up right now. But that, these guys, this is my other point.
Okay, let's go over under. You think he has over under 100,000?
Oh, I was going to say over under 20. I'd probably go under 20.
What? I'll say I'm going to go over.
He got 23.1K, so I was wrong.
Oh, he has
23.1K.
Okay, I was way off.
And that's only because he was on Dana White's Contender Series, bro.
Yeah, I was way off then.
Yeah, you were thinking 100? Fuck no.
Yeah. He said,
and then look who has him on the next week. Ariel Helwan. Or no, he didn't have him on.
No.
But I was gonna make a point about Bashi, which is I feel like I forget what I was gonna say. Probably something along the lines of like, I feel like it gets hyped up, when these guys really it's too soon, man. I don't know, just the thing about having all those people in there. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. When you hype them up prematurely, these guys think that they are something. They think that they've done it. Then they don't fucking work hard. They don't innovate shit, and try to grow their name because everybody's fucking sucking them off anyway. And then once they lose and everyone falls off the train, these guys are lost. You turn into Corey Sandhagen making fucking satire videos. And Corey Sandhagen's a bad example because he is an elite fighter. But I just hate his gimmick. But that would be my thing is like, when you guys push these guys and co-sign these fighters so soon, you're doing them a disservice. You should be ignoring them. Like, until they prove something. It makes them work harder. We'll get a better product out of it. But to be like glorifying this guy for whatever reason, if you really glorify these fighters just to be like, oh, like, I was the first one to say he would be a champion.
Right.
I mean, like, what the fuck do we get out of that, bro? You're probably gonna be wrong 9 times out of 10. So like, we got to sit here and listen to you be wrong 9 times just to hear you be right once. Like, that whole thing about taking pride and being like, oh my god, I predicted he would be a champion. Like, it's cool. But, bro, how about all the other times you didn't? How about all the other guys you predicted that for that you were wrong about?
Right.
So just lay off it. We don't want to hear the narrative. We're tired of hearing about people being champion. Let them show us. Let him show us. And I'll say it one more time. Don't ever let that kid bring 30 plus people to watch his fight at the Apex ever again. If that's the case, then put him in an arena if he can really sell. If that's the case,
how old is he? Like 22?
I don't even know. But really young. Put him in an arena if he can really sell, right? If that's the narrative, or whatever the narrative wants to be, then go test it on the big show. But when you're testing him in the Apex, we all know what that is. Look at Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. I don't want to put out a little bit of dirt, but let me just put it like this. Anthony Hernandez in the Apex, right? I hit him up for
this Saturday? This Saturday.
I was
gonna ask. I thought it was somewhere else. It's at the Apex.
I hit him up for an interview when I heard the fight was announced. He didn't want to do an interview. Now, do you think that's a coincidence that he doesn't like doing interviews and that he's in the Apex?
I mean, I guess there's not much to sell.
But did you hear the first part? I said I reached out when I heard the fight was announced. I said, "You want to do an interview?" He said, "No."
And you already been working.
We
with
already
him, right?
did an interview in the past, so it's all good. And I don't take it offensively, but I'm just saying, I'm using him as a point. They put people in the Apex who don't sell. That's why Anthony's there. Anthony's there in the Apex because he doesn't really sell, because he doesn't want to do interviews and promote himself. He just wants to fight. He doesn't want to deal with that other aspect. That's why he's there.
True.
That's why Bashi's there. But somehow Bashi gets to have 30 plus people attend his fight. And that's all I'm saying. If Bashi, you don't get to have both. You don't get to put Bashi on an Apex card and then tell me he's a fucking future star. If he's a future star, get him the fuck out of the Apex. Because that's bullshit. Those two don't fucking align. If he's a future star, you throw him on a card, he could sell, right? So where's all the people flying out to watch him fight? It's just his friends and family. I got 30 friends and family that would come watch me fight too. You guys are buying the bullshit.
I got 10.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shit.
Yeah.
Everybody would love to come watch a fight.
Put me on the Apex.
So, I'm sorry to Bashi. I don't mean to fucking hate.
Yeah, why are you bashing Bashi, bro? Damn.
Bashing Bashi because people be over fucking inflating the market, and I gotta fucking bring it back down. I'm the market adjuster. Call me the market adjuster. Call me Howard Stern, whatever you want to call me.